Hey, book friends.
Hey!
Oh, I was just, trying out a new sweet potato pie recipe for my upcoming Juneteenth party. So, just sitting here watching my favorite pie cool in the window, smelling all good and looking all good. And anyway, it's Juneteenth. I truly don't need a reason to make a sweet potato pie, but on Juneteenth, it's non-negotiable. Black Joy is on the menu this month, and I, Chef B-Rad, have plenty of fun and facts for you in this month's Tiny Tidbits. With Juneteenth right around the corner, I searched for a book that not only gave us good food, but a history lesson as well. I'm really excited about this month's pick, The Cooking Gene by Michael W. Twitty. This part memoir and part food history writing takes us on a journey through American, and that's right, I said American history, as we follow the author as he traces food from Africa to America and then from slavery to freedom. Michael takes us on his own personal family history as he works cotton fields and tobacco farms at his ancestors' work, trying to better understand the circumstances and the materials that they had to use. He even takes things a step further by asking the question, who owns Southern food? By breaking down and using methodologies of barbecuing, soul food, and all other kinds of Southern cuisine, he takes us on a journey that is so beautiful and sprinkled full of recipes that travel from American history through at least 3 generations. I remember taking trips with my school to Colonial Williamsburg and thinking, this is exactly what I want to do. Trace my family's history from past to present and take us into the future. Fewer things shout out the 410 louder than the chicken box. Fried chicken, Western fries, a roll, all washed down with a half and half. But right here, down the street from the bookshop, is one of our favorite places to stop and get lunch, Nick's Rotisserie. The fish is fried to order, the half and half is on point, and its namesake, the Rotisserie Chicken, is the real reason that you gotta stop inside. Well, again, I'm being here, let's do this. Why not?
Juneteenth is kind of like a new thing for the public, and it's just getting exposed to a lot of people, but my family kind of know that tradition from a long time ago. I know it's a Texas tradition. The emancipation came a little later for them. Celebrating through food has always been our tradition. It's always been our way of doing things because we didn't have anything else. The only thing you had to show your love was the food that you put on the table for your family. So the tradition of Juneteenth is just, I'm glad it's being celebrated across the country and being acknowledged. The belief that another person shouldn't be in bondage is always a good thing. It's kind of slipping nowadays. You see kind of like fascist mindsets and people who want to go back to way back then, but I don't think nobody's going back. Everybody in the community kind of goes hand in hand to make sure that everything is successful in this community. It's neighborly, it's friendly, it's more community driven than most communities in the city, but if everybody could lend everybody a helping hand, the whole city could be like this.
I think we got it. I appreciate you. Okay, I am a little obsessed with the food at Nick's, but I'm always looking for different ways to shake up an ingredient as versatile yet common as chicken. That's another reason that I really like Michael Twitty's book. He's got recipes all sprinkled out that show you a different spin on recipes that are really centuries old. What do you think?
So real good. But you knew that.
I didn't know that. You're right, yeah. Of course, you didn't have some of that. So this time around, I didn't want to mess with it too much in order to keep up with the rustic integrity of everything, but there's 3 things that I realized were pretty important. 1, when you're wrapping the chicken in the cabbage, make sure it's got a nice and tight tuck on it. 2nd, don't be afraid of a little liquid. It's really going to help keep things nice and moist. And 3rd, once you put it in the oven, leave it alone. Don't take the lid off to check on it. Trust the process. You'll get there. While that's cooking in the oven, let's go for a little walk to the Mount Clare Mansion, the first plantation house and one of the oldest monuments in Baltimore. Taking a note from Georgian plantation life, Dr. Charles Carrol, a barrister who immigrated to Annapolis in 1715, decided that he wanted to expand on his work in family life by expanding his work into politics and land speculation. He started this house right here that's now known as the Mount Clare Museum, on what was once called the Georgia Plantation. Not much is known about what life was like for those enslaved while working the lands, but we do know that the work they did heavily contributed to the structure that we have in Baltimore now, such as the B&O Railroad. Most of the black folks, after they were freed, stayed on the plantations, if not somewhere near them, because there was still a little bit of work available, striking iron or working in the kitchens for meager wages. That was really all that was available to them. So today, I thank my ancestors for putting in all of that grueling work to cook all of these lavish meals and dinner parties that were demanded of them. On Juneteenth, I honor them by throwing my own lavish dinner parties for us, by us. The shop smells amazing, which means that the food must be done. And there you have it, Michael Twitty's sorghum-brined chicken with roasted cabbage leaves. Oh my gosh. Moist, hearty, homey. My gosh. I really need some cornbread for this though. Thanks, Nix. So come on down to Chime City Books this month and get your copy of Michael Twitty's The Cooking Gene for 20% off. This has been another episode of Tiny Tidbits. I'm Chef B-Rad, and remember, if you haven't been asked to make mac and cheese for Thanksgiving, Christmas, or Easter, then you'll probably never be asked to make mac and cheese. See you, book friends. Okay? Yeah? Okay. Oh, cool. Right, and yeah, right, that's the real deal. Clearly, yeah. Feeling it, right? Yeah, definitely.